Hey guys, what's up? What's up? Welcome to the channel Middleman CEO. Thank you for hitting the channel up. If you want to learn how to start your own middleman business, go to middlemanceo.com or click the link in the first comment below so that you can get into the masterclass and start a business from your phone without having to leave your house and still make money, right? Let's talk about this. Let's talk about, first of all, how many people believe that credit is super important, that because you've heard the same things I've heard over the years. Hey, you got to get your credit score up, and now you got all this anxiety when you go to buy things, purchase things, acquire things. Your credit score seems to be such a big deal. You're panicked because you don't have the right credit score, or you lost 10 points doing this and doing that. And it just seems like a lot, right? It's a lot. It's very stressful. A credit score is like one of the most stressful things for the poor and the middle class. Well, what about the rich? The rich don't care about credit scores. When was the last time you heard a rich person talking about their credit score? I'm here to tell you that your credit score only matters if you are poor or middle class. No joke. If you are poor and middle class, your credit score matters. If you are rich and wealthy, your credit score does not matter. Now, how can I say that? Because if you're poor and middle class, and of course, when I say that, I'm usually mainly talking about the mindset, but for this scenario, we can include not having a ton of money or living paycheck to paycheck. Because when I think about poor, I think about paycheck to paycheck. And when I think about middle class, because when I say poor, I'm thinking about the working poor. And when I think about the middle class, I'm thinking about every other paycheck to every other paycheck. So, but when you think about being wealthy, or the rich and the wealthy, you think about how they live, what they think about. You don't hear them talking about, at least not a lot. And I can't even say that I've even heard a conversation about this, and you guys tell me, but the rich and the wealthy typically do not talk about having good credit scores. There's some other things that they don't talk about either, but we're just going to stick with credit scores. So credit scores, simply put, they just tell the borrower, they inform the borrower how likely you are to pay back your debts. That's all it is. Are they someone that I can lend to and trust? That's it. It's just a trust score from a debtor, right? It's just a trust score. Can I trust you to pay me back on time what you owe me? And that's all it is. And if you didn't grow up in a home that taught you a lot about credit, you didn't grow up being wise when it comes to credit. You didn't grow up making good credit decisions, and you probably beaten your credit up, jacked your credit up, stumped it out, curb stumped it, and you've got to repair it. But think about this, because in order for me to show you that credit is overrated, not telling you that it's not important for you to have your credit decent, not telling you that it's not important for you to pay your bills on time and be a good steward. Of course it is. So I'm not demeaning that. Of course it is. You do want to always do that. But what I am trying to show you is your credit score is not going to get you rich. It's not going to get you wealthy. It's not going to get you financial freedom. Not for most people. So you can go out and have a 760 credit score. What are you going to do with that? Right? And I know there's a bunch of fluff videos on here telling you could go to the bank and just get all this money. Not true. What are you going to do with the money? If you create debt, now you have to pay that back. Now, how do you pay that back? Right? So if you're going to be smart with it and use it to acquire some type of investment or some type of business that'll create cash flow, see, now we're talking about utilization. When the poor and the middle class get the credit, they go and use it to buy things, vacations, cars, houses, right? And they have to pay those things back out of their own pockets. Whereas the rich and the wealthy mindset, if they would use credit, they would acquire something like a property or something, or a business or something that can make money for them. So the poor and the middle class are going to use credit to buy things that they have to pay back. And the rich and the wealthy is going to use the credit to acquire things that create cash flow. See the difference? One's going to use the money to stay broke. One's going to use the money to get richer. And then you guys get mad at the rich and the wealthy because, like, hey, you know, they're greedy and they're this. No, they're just playing the game by different rules. You continue to get credit to buy things. They continue to get credit to invest. That's the deal. So you don't, credit, to me personally, credit is overrated. I haven't used credit to start a business. I always feel like if your business is small enough, like most of mine have been, just use your money. If it's a $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, just save up. And you won't owe anybody, and just take a shot with the business. Then as the business grows, you use the business to fund the business. And, you know, but people are always talking about like home equity loans and stuff, a loan on a loan. Stuff just blows my mind how stupid it is. Unless you're going to use it to make more money. But people are going to use equity where there's no equity now, not much, but they're going to use equity to put a pool in the yard, add on to the house, just stuff that's not going to help them. And so, but think about it. The poor and the middle class are the only ones who are obsessed with credit scores. You don't see the rich and the wealthy talking about credit scores because it's not necessary for what they want to accomplish, right? So it's not necessary. They can just borrow money based on cash flow. They can go to the bank with a financial statement that says I own the A and B asset and it produces C and D income per month. And the bank would say, I love that. How much do you need? Don't even ask about credit scores. And I even heard Robert Kiyosaki years ago say that credit scores are for the poor. And now I'm like, that is so right. And when you're poor, they want to see your credit score, your personal credit. Well, it's a business. Yeah, they want to see your personal credit, though. They want to know if they can trust you. And so the poor and the middle class, these are the ones who always focus on credit scores. I'm not telling you to neglect it. I'm not telling you that. I'm just telling you your credit score is not going to be what prevents you from being successful and making as much money as you want. It's not going to happen. An idea can roll without a credit score. I can create 10 businesses without even talking about credit. So, and I got a bunch of ideas going in my head right now, but I'm not going to share them with you because this video is about credit score. Again, so let me know in the comments if you guys agree that a credit score is important or if you disagree. I happen to disagree that it's that important. So, but if you have a different opinion, and I know you guys do, let me know in the comments. If you got any value from this video, smash the thumbs up. Welcome to the channel. And again, if you want to learn how to start a middleman business from your phone, put the word middleman in the comments below so you can get into the masterclass and create your business. I'm Sean John, the Middleman CEO. Thank you for hitting the channel up, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.